Good morning, everyone, and welcome back to another Adobe XD Daily Creative Challenge. I'm your host, Andrea Hawk. So we're back. Hope you guys are having a wonderful February, wonderful start to your week. So we did not have a Daily Creative Challenge yesterday, so if you're wondering where we were off for President's Day, so don't worry, you didn't miss anything. Today is the first official day of our XD Daily Creative Challenge. So let's go ahead and hop right into behance.net/challenge/XD. Let's get that pulled on up over here. As you know, this is our homepage where we host all of our daily prompts. You can check back here every day. All right, let's see who we got in the chat. We've got Richard, Vlad, Don and Jay. Oh, hey, Val. Lots of familiar faces today. We've got Cindy, Jan, Jack. Hello, Jack again. Welcome, guys. Glad you guys are all here. So let's see what today's challenge is. If you're not already registered, be sure to sign up with this big blue button up here, and then you'll get notified every day at 8 a.m., I believe, in your Creative Cloud app up here of what the new prompt is, the new challenge. So if you don't know how it works, each day you'll receive our challenge. Be sure to join our community chat on Discord. I'll hop in there in just a second, but first I want to go through what today's challenge is. And of course, be sure to watch our daily live show every day right here at 11:30 Pacific time. And lastly, be sure to share your work on Behance and Discord. And I'll show you how to do that at the end. So scrolling on down, today's challenge is a voice trigger. So what we're going to be doing is I want you to design a mobile experience that connects designers with virtual assistants. And we're going to allow users to assign the tasks with voice commands. So voice is like one of my most favorite prototype features in XD, so I'm really excited about this one. Wanted this to be first so we could start off just having a very fun time. So if you want, you can go over to Dropbox and get this direct download. It's just a starter file, kind of get you started. Got some components and links to some of my favorite fonts and icons and things like that. Let's see, I think I already have it open. There we go. So this is what that will look like. I changed it up this time a bit. So this is new. We got a little booklet this time. So that's a bit about the homepage, a bit about how the Daily Creative Challenge works. Of course, it's just for your own benefit. No winners or losers here. Just to connect with the community, learn something new, and get something for your portfolio. So let's hop on over into Discord, see what's going on over here. So if you haven't joined Discord before, definitely recommend you to do that. You can see the link. We've got the link on this page, just at the bottom here. So you can click join us if you want to sign up for the Adobe XD Discord. So just to kind of highlight a few of the important channels, we've got the Creative Challenge channel, so this is where just another place where we give you all of the daily prompts. And then if you'd like to submit your work for any feedback, you can submit it in here. Lots of you guys are posting all your screenshots and links to your Behance work and such, so yeah, just explore some of these different channels. We've got lots of fun things going on. Career advice, if you have any questions, go ahead and ask a question. So yeah, that is a bit about Discord. Shall we go ahead and jump into our first challenge? So let's see oh, hey Howard, how's it going? Richard, hello everyone. The gang's all here. Awesome. Okay, so like I mentioned, today we're gonna work on a virtual assistant. And you might be thinking, I've never used a virtual assistant before, but you probably have, because if you've ever used Amazon Alexa or Siri or Cortana, something like that, it's actually a virtual assistant. So it doesn't have to be its own separate app. That's what we're going to be doing today, a separate app for it. But yeah, it can be artificial intelligence, or it can be someone that's actually remote, like a physical person actually communicating with you. But a lot of times it's just artificial intelligence. So just learning what kind of tasks you want to get done every day. So yeah, we're going to be working on voice commands. Here's just some inspiration. Like I mentioned, these are a few of the popular ones that are already out there. This one I liked. This is called the Jill app. I wanted to pull some inspiration from this one because I think it's super simple. Just asks you what you want help with during the day, gives you a few examples, and then it gives you some more settings once you choose one of those things. So I like the flow of that one, so we might be using a bit of that. And then this resource booklet, this is just basically the same like resources that I was giving you guys in the previous UI kits, but I now made it a component, so you can just flip through the different pages in the components page over here. So looking for icons, fonts, photos, and tutorials. I just wanted to kind of truncate this thing because it was pretty big last time, so that is why I contained that. And of course, be sure to share your work on Behance and Discord when you're done. And then I've also got some tips from myself if you want to read through that as well. All right, so let's go ahead and get started. So I have a few artboards already laid out already. We're gonna start with a home artboard where we're gonna either tap to chat and like type out what our command is gonna be, or it's gonna be by voice. So we're gonna do voice. And then we have a few artboards for the listening phase, and then we have 2 artboards just for confirming what we asked our virtual assistant to do. So what I'm gonna do is start with just the background. So let's go ahead and round those corners. I'll make this blue, and this will just be like our border. And again, I'm doing a mobile app. If you want to do a web design instead, or like a smartwatch, you can always kind of mix and match, you know, make these your own if you want to. So feel free if you want to do a different platform. So let's start out with that. I've already got this image of my virtual assistant. So this is from Adobe stock. Just searched up an image of like a smiling lady. Thought this one looked nice. And I kind of wanted her to like be coming out from behind this circle. So let's add just a circle behind this. Okay, send that to back. And so really all this was, let me find the original one. It was just a stock photo. This is what it was. And then I wanted something that didn't have a very busy background, so I could easily like cut that out and then just mask it. So super simple. If you want to pick out who your virtual assistant would be, you can just search on Adobe stock and find whoever you want. And then we've got some icons, so like notifications, maybe messages. Let's put those in the top left. And let me group these 2 together. Move that down a bit. Maybe on the right side, we've just got some more settings. So we'll add just 2 little dots up there. Great. So now we're gonna add a message from our virtual assistant. I feel like I need to give her a name. I don't know. She looks like a Jessica or something. What do you guys think you would name yours? But all of the other ones have really cool names like Cortana and such. I don't know. They're all female names also, I noticed. Besides Cortana. Like Siri, I feel like is female. I don't remember. Alexa. All right, so let's say she's asking like what we want. So let's say she's saying, "Good morning. What task can I do for you?" And the font that I'm using, this is Sophia Pro Soft. I use that font way too much. I need to branch out. I know, you guys. Okay, and then let's center this. Okay, so I want this to look very just minimal, not too cluttered, because this is supposed to be helping us with our daily tasks. So really just keeping it very clean. You guys said Lisa. She does look like Lisa. I would agree with you. Jess. Yeah. Okay, so below this, I just want to add some kind of tags, if you will, some examples of things that Lisa could do for us. So maybe like posting to social media for us or scheduling a call, something like that. So let's just add some CTA buttons here. So let's say like post to social media. That can be one of them. Let's make this a bit smaller, 14. Move this over a bit. Okay. And let's group both of these. I'm just doing Command G to group and then copy. And then let's say another one might be like schedule a call. And we can make this, I just want like pastel sort of colors, something soft, nothing too crazy. Let's do a few more. Maybe like log my hours. So think about things that you do during the day that could be automated or are kind of like menial tasks that you could, outsource or delegate to someone else. That's the sort of things that we want to give to our virtual assistant. So maybe like set today's schedule, things like that. And maybe one more. And I'm just altering the colors here, or alternating. Find a file. So like 5 or so. Don't want to overwhelm our user. So we've got our assistant, we've got what she's asking, some examples, and then we want the main CTAs, which are choosing voice or typing it out. So let's grab my icons down here. So like chat or typing and the microphone. And we can just bring these down here. And let's just add some circles behind them. So we can make this gray, send it back a bit, copy that, and let's make this pink, light pink. Okay, so that looks good. All right, so that's our first homepage. Super clean, very easy, keeping it just nice and simple. All right. So next we're going to work on the actual listening page. So again, I want to keep this pretty simple as well. So I'm going to copy just these two. I don't want to have these two. I want to add a back arrow instead. So let's copy that back arrow, paste it right here. And when you're aligning your icons, just make sure they're always, in line with something else on the same plane. And then let's copy this text, and to let the user know that we're listening, we'll actually type out listening. ... Center that. And I have this little element that I created. So part of it I created in XD, part of it in Illustrator. And what I want to do is I just want this to go around in a circle and look like it's loading. And then I'm gonna put the microphone icon on top, copy that, just in the center. So always when you're doing some kind of voice, wherever like the interface is listening, you need to let them know by something that's moving. You can't just have it like static, otherwise it feels a bit creepy to the user, that they don't know what's going on. So make sure you have something moving when it's listening. So this is just 2 pieces. Let me rearrange these. So I've just got the fill is like a radial circle, and then behind that, this is just the pink part is made in Illustrator because I wanted that sort of dotted line curved on the edges. And okay, that looks good. And then I do need a close button. So again, let's keep that down here in the center. Center that. Okay, so that looks good. Now really all we need to do for the next like 1, 2, 3, 4 artboards is just turn this part around in a circle. So what I'm gonna do, just copy the whole thing, select the next artboard, and then Command V to paste. And all you need to do to auto animate this is select that, our little circle thingy, dotted line thingy, and we're going to rotate it around like 180 degrees. And we'll do that each time so that auto animate knows where it goes. So let's go ahead and jump over into the prototype tab so we can start getting our hands dirty. So what I want to do from this one to this one is I actually want to say something. So this is the cool part. All you have to do is drag this little blue indicator over to the second artboard, and our trigger is going to be voice. Okay, so you already have this. I forgot to delete this, but the command, obviously you can say whatever you want. I just typed make a social media post for me. And then the cool thing is when you're actually prototyping this, when you press that play button, all you have to do is press the space bar while you're saying something, and then the microphone will be listening. And then it will trigger whatever your next action is. So the action, just a transition, I'm just going to the next artboard, so that's the destination. And the animation can be dissolve. I don't think we really need any of these like slide up or down or anything. And just a simple easing out, and the duration can be 0.3 seconds. So let's go ahead and preview this. Let me get to a gray background so it's not too crazy. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, press down the space bar and I'll say, make a social media post for me. And then you can't see my hands, but I was pressing down on the space bar, and then it goes to the next page automatically. So I hope you saw that. It was kind of quick. Cool. So from that one to that one, our prototype is good, our trigger is good. Then from the first listening artboard to the second, so what we want to do here is we want to auto animate it. And since we're doing auto animate, what you want to do is select the whole artboard. So for both of these, I'm not selecting any specific item and dragging over that blue little toggle. I'm just selecting the whole artboard. So select that title up there and then drag this guy over. Our trigger will be time, since we just want it to seem like it's doing it automatically. We don't want to have to press anything. So the delay can be 0, since we want this to just go around super, not fast, but just automatically. Action is auto animate. And the easing is none, and duration can be like 1 second. So again, we can just repeat that same, let me go over into the design tab, that same exact style. So again, we'll just select that little circle thing, rotate it around. Kind of fun watching that. Copy everything. And on the last one, I actually don't want it to rotate. I just want to get rid of the white part. Let's see. And just stay on the pink. So it seems like, okay, something else is happening, so it's more gradual. Okay, so let's go back into the prototype tab and make sure the rest of these have the same exact thing. So what you can actually do, instead of clicking every single artboard and then dragging over the blue part, clicking every single artboard, is you can select as many of them as you want and select the time trigger. So these should all be the same. I don't know why these are different. Let me check. Dissolve. Okay, so these two should just be the same. So I can select both of these and the time trigger and have it delay 0, easing is none, and the duration is 1 second for those. But for this next one, I just want to have the animation be dissolve, since we're gonna get rid of that sort of white radial gradient there. So let's go ahead and preview what we have first, and then we will add the confirmation page. So let's go ahead and preview. Go down a bit so it's not too distracting. So again, I'm holding down the space bar. You can't see on my keyboard, but just believe me. And what was our trigger? Make a social media post for me. Okay, and then it goes automatically to the listening page. Love that beautiful transition of the circle thing going around. Beautiful. Okay, so those were all auto animate. And then on the last page, all I need to do is just add a confirmation. So let's go back into the design tab, and I'm going to copy all of this because I don't want that back arrow. Paste it, and then we'll say something like just the confirmation of whatever we said. So I would recommend adding quotations here. So make a social media post for me. And then I'll left align this because I left aligned everything on the first page. So I want to kind of keep that the same. Make this a little bit wider. Okay, that looks good. And then we can add some settings below with a confirm button. So let's go ahead and add a little confirm button. We can make this pink around those corners a tad bit. And let's add just the text in that CTA, so confirm. We can make this a slightly darker pink. Let's drag that down. Confirm button. Okay. This is a bit huge. Let's make that a little smaller. We can group those. And then I have some more settings that I want to add in here. So let's say like the settings might be where you want to post. So that, and then let's add like choose your post settings here. And again, gonna just left align this. Bring this up here. Okay. Below that, so we have the where, so we need the what time. So let's add, got a little slider here. Okay. And let's add like choose relevant hashtags. So they will do that automatically for us or something. Or use relevant hashtags. And then we'll add a yes or no little toggle. Let's paste that in. Okay. So pretty simple, just a few more little settings we've got here. If you wanted to, you could add like a little white gradient here so this doesn't look like it's fallen off the screen. I'm not gonna bother, but what I will do, on the last one, I just want this to be masked while it kind of comes down. So let's group all of that, and then I'll just place it in a mask by doing Command M. Shift Command M, sorry. And let's copy all of this, paste it in the next one. So from this one to this one, I just want everything in here to just kind of fall down. So, and we can get rid of the confirm button actually on that first page. So now this is the last one. Let's add the prototype. So the trigger will be time. Here, just 0.2 seconds. We can auto animate it since again, the mask will be auto animated. I have this ease in and out, but again, use whatever you want. Duration can be 1 second. All right, so that looks pretty good. Let's go ahead and preview the whole thing. All right, so this is our home page. Again, we're gonna say something like, make a social media post for me. Goes to the next page automatically. We've got that lovely circle turning around, and then our settings fall down after we see what we said on here in the quotations. And you can confirm, add some more if you'd like, but I am gonna stop there. All right, so let's go ahead and Command S to save. Of course, I always wait until the very end to save. If you want to, you can, select a certain amount of artboards, and then go up here to File, Export, and Export Selected if you want to do that. Let's see, day 1, I'll export that. So I'll just export as PNG. All right, and then what we want to do is go up into Behance. Oh man, I'm running out of time today. The main thing I just want to show you guys on my Behance project, let's go in there, edit project. So just make sure under settings, I'll add this after the stream today. Under settings, you want to be sure to add the XD Daily Challenge keyword under Discoverability tab, and then you can go ahead and publish. All right, guys, so that is about all the time that I have left for today. It really flew by. I was kind of didn't realize where the time went. All right, so thank you guys so much for joining. I will see you guys tomorrow again at 11:30 Pacific time. Be sure to stay tuned. In about 5 minutes, we've got our Photoshop digital imaging live stream with Magdia Lopez. So stay tuned for that. Thanks, guys. See ya.